So this is our second day of drilling winter barley today, and it's a beautiful day, and the seed beds are hazing, which means they're drying on top really nicely, so the drill isn't picking up on the tyres as much as it was yesterday. We should get the barley nearly finished today. Probably won't quite get it done because we've had to go to one or two outlying fields on some of our contract farms, just drilling little bits and pieces. But then when we get back on our own farm later on this afternoon, we've got some big fields to do, but probably finish it tomorrow, probably hopefully by lunchtime, and then we've got about 50 hectares pulled down that we can start drilling our wheat in. But it's forecast rain for Thursday night, and so we don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves with the cultivating, because once you've cultivated the soil, it leaves it sort of quite fluffy, and if you get a flop of rain on that, it takes a lot longer before you can get back on the land to drill it. Just a shot inside the cab. So you can see it looks a little bit rough, I suppose, the seed bed a little bit, but I can assure you when you sort of kick those clods, they just they shatter into very small pieces. And you can see here the seed bed's looking pretty good, and just a little bit of shot of the drill full of barley seed. You can see the little window there in the drill. We've got our duet coulters on this year because we're drilling them in a narrow rows rather than the wide rows. I just feel that this barley competes well with the weeds, and so narrow rows is going to help that competition. So we won't be able to use our inter-row hoe, but we will be able to rely on our weed surface later on if weeds do get through. A lot of blackgrass has germinated, so hopefully there won't be too much this year. We're pulling some of the land down with our vibratill, and I have to say that it's doing a better job actually than the carriers. The carriers now, with a bit of moisture in the soil, are starting to plaster the soil down a little bit, and it plucks badly on the roller. But the vibratill is really doing a great job, and I sort of quite like to buy a big one to go behind the quad track, but that's all money and purchasing when we have a better harvest. The other thing that the vibratill is also doing, the most important job it's doing, is getting this blackgrass pulled out. And you can see here, this is the kind of level of blackgrass we've got germinated, and this is the best stage to pull it out. It's just got one leaf, it's a tiny little plant, and one pass with the vibratill will knock most of this out, and if any survives, when we come and drill here tomorrow and sow the wheat seed this is going to have, the drill will also cultivate again and just knock anything else out that's remaining. Some years blackgrass can lie dormant in the soil, but this year we seem to have got a reasonable enough seed bed for it to germinate with our first cultivation after ploughing, and so the second cultivation will kill it. Not only are we cultivating and sowing our barley seed, we've also got a school visit here today, and they've been looking at soil and looking at roots and seeing how much goes on underneath the soil rather than just what happens on top. Lunch is just finished, and so they're all dispersing, going to find the conveniences. But anyway, it's great to have kids on the school. It's a busy time, but you know, you've just got to keep them coming out and enjoying it and finding out what we're doing.